You are watching the VRaaS Cast Clips, virtual reality as a service. Now, Austin VR Lab and having the Google Cardboards and the Daydream with Google phones and Gear VR with Samsung and being able to show people VR, we wanted to create something that would really help the people viewing our content and people who wanted to access VR access it in a way that was stable and that they could interchange their phones with. So this is something that we created back in 2016. This was our first virtual reality headset, something that's close to my heart. After quite a few iterations, moving back and forth on what worked best with what phone and getting a little bit sleeker in our designs and working with our manufacturers, we were able to create what is our current mobile headset. Screen goes all the way through. That's the green screen in action. I'm not actually in the desert here. This is our green screen. We love to do green screen work, of course. How would we be a virtual reality company if we didn't work with green screens, of course? So we'll talk a little bit about this headset, and then we'll talk about how you can interact with your phone in virtual reality in one of these headsets. Our headsets are, of course, they're universal. We have a couple knobs up here on the top. You'll see there's 3 dials, 1, 2, and 3. What these dials do is they all do something different. We have individual eye focus. You can see as I'm turning the dial, those eyepieces are moving in and out. And then the center dial here will change the IPD, which is the interpupillary distance. So we created a nice, we wanted a nice cushion for the face as you went into VR. We wanted to create a more stable strap, something that hooked onto the back of your head a little bit better and gave you more support with this 3-point harness. We also wanted something that, was unique to Austin VR Lab, so we put our logo all over it. Next piece of this, where you actually open your phone and you put your phone into it, and it's spring-loaded. And we wanted something that would fit any size phones. Of course, people have ginormous phones these days, and people have small phones, and everybody has a different size phone. So in here, to hold your phone, this is spring-loaded, and it clamps around your phone to keep it secure while you're in the experience. And then, as you can see, those lenses in there that we were adjusting the focus on earlier. All right, so how do we VR, right? What's the best way to VR on a mobile phone? So there's 2 ways. The first way we're going to cover is YouTube 360. Boom, and now we are on the phone. Everybody, whether you're an Android user or an iPhone user, you probably have access to YouTube, and you probably already have the YouTube app on your phone. So we'll go ahead and click YouTube here. Any 360 video will work, but if you want to go ahead and jump over to the Austin VR Lab YouTube channel, which if you're watching this stream, you might actually already be on it since you're watching us. Look, we're live right now. This is live. When you go ahead and you tap on Austin VR Lab there, you will see our videos, and then we have a playlist section. So in our playlist section, we can actually go ahead, we curate videos just as much as we, like to produce them and create our own content. We love to share content for creators already out there. So we'll go ahead and click on our Austin VR Lab curated content. And this is one I love to show everyone. When would you do virtual reality? So you get off of work, spend a long day, and you want to go surfing in Tahiti? Well, YouTube, Austin VR Lab, and this new VR technology that we're talking about can make that happen for you. So now on your phone, what you're going to see is as you move the phone around, picture change. You can see the entire environment in 360 degrees, and that's super cool. Another thing you can do is you can just move it with your finger here. So this is where it's using the gyroscope in the phone, what we were talking about. Most phones made after 2015 are going to have a gyroscope in it that tracks the phone's movement, that allows you to move around. Now, within YouTube now, it's going to disconnect for a second and move back over here to the other screens. You have headset mode, and this will adjust the image for a VR headset. I think it's still stuck on the HDMI, so I'm going to back out completely. Of course, everyone should be always restarting their apps, their phones, shut down your open applications so you can maximize the quality of the stream and the quality of your experience. You want to shut down all the background apps that are running, especially if you start encountering a glitch or something that's not working right. A little tech support help for you here. Have you tried restarting it? And maybe you want to unplug it for 30 seconds and then plug it back in. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and tap headset mode. And there we go. So that's what puts it into stereoscopic. Oh, cool. He's surfing in the desert. Look, you see that green screen popping through? Have you ever surfed in a desert before? Isn't that awesome, man? All right. So now, what do you do with the headset? How do you get in VR? How do you take it from the phone to the headset on your face and put you in that barrel into heating? So that's what we're going to do next. So we're going to pop that open. And then we're going to load our phones into the device. Spring loaded. So this is the Note 9. And if you have a phone bigger than, I don't think anybody can technically have a phone bigger than Note 9. Unless you have one of those new Galaxy Folds. And we're not putting that kind of a screen on your face. So as long as you don't have a Galaxy Fold, if you have a Note 9, I mean, that's kind of the biggest phone we can go. I don't even think the new iPhone Pro is bigger than the Note 9. So we strap our phones in there, line up that center point, and then we close this section. Now, I'm going to show you in here. That looks super cool. Now you can see that experience in these lenses. You adjust your eye focus with the knobs ahead to match it. And you go ahead and strap this on your face. And believe it or not, man, I feel like I am surfing. Holding me up on his surf. I wish you could see it with me. We're still working on that. I mean, you saw it on my phone earlier, but that is the experience. So awesome. You can get these on our website. You can go find a Google Cardboard. You can message us in the chat. In fact, I want to do a headset giveaway. So the next person to say hi on our chat, we're going to give a headset to. So how can you do VR outside of the YouTube app? What else is there besides YouTube where you can do VR? So biggest recommendation that I have for VR is just go to your app store, your application store, and type in VR and hit go, and you're going to get a list of VR apps, most of them free, that are going to take you into different VR experiences that all work pretty much the same way on YouTube, where you'll open the app, you'll say enter VR, you'll put your phone into the headset, and then put the headset on your head, and it will transport you there. Now, these apps sometimes can take up some room on your phone, so if you don't have a lot of storage, one thing to do is, find the app that you want to do, whether it's diving with sharks, going on roller coasters, going on a safari. Read the reviews, right? If it's a 3-star app and read the reviews like, oh, it's glitchy, it doesn't work right, it keeps crashing. That may not be an app that you want to jump into, but you see something that has 4.3, 4.4 star roller coaster, and you really want to hop on a VR roller coaster, man, there are some cool ones out there. Go ahead, download the app, enjoy it. One of the things I recommend to keep the storage capacity on your phone at optimal levels is once you're done experiencing them, go ahead and delete the app if you don't have anyone else that you want to show. But that's a great way to do VR. Now, I am going to give Discovery Channel VR a plug. Maybe one day they might even sponsor it, but right now it's just a free plug. Discovery Channel VR is one of my favorite ones. That's one where it has all the experiences kind of built in. You can go do a spacewalk, you can go on a safari, you can there's even some Robo Wars in VR. So that's always a cool one. Of course, YouTube, any 360 video, you can come to the Austin VR Lab YouTube channel. We love to have you here, and we love to host it for you. You are watching the VRaaS Cast Clips, virtual reality as a service. Be sure to catch the VRaaS Cast live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11:45 a.m. and visit austinvrlab.com for all your virtual reality services.